Today I'm going to share with all of you the diet that I followed to get to this weight loss, or rather fat loss goal of mine. So for breakfast every morning I have steel cut oatmeal. I've talked about this before in a post on my breakfast haul video. I love steel cut oats. I usually make about 5 servings on Sunday, and then I usually put half a banana in, just a half, and then I use cinnamon, nutmeg, and some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. That's for breakfast, and I have that at about 8 o'clock. Then 3 hours later at 11, I'll have a little snack, depending on what I have in my fridge. Maybe it's a handful of almonds or some celery with peanut butter, or if I made soup, I'll have a small cup of soup at that point. When I was actually really working out hard, I would actually go to the gym between my snack and my lunch. So then for lunch, I would come home and I'd have a big salad, obviously lettuce, some carrots, celery, cucumber, onion. If I had tomato, I'd put that in. Mushrooms, love mushrooms. And no cheese, no nuts. This was for the weight loss, of course. And apple cider vinegar by Bragg's. I actually didn't use this, but my trainer recommended it to me. I ended up using the regular apple cider vinegar, not knowing there was a difference. There is a difference. I'm not exactly positive about what the difference is or the benefits since I didn't do it, but I did a little bit of research, and supposedly some studies have found that the Bragg's apple cider vinegar helps break down fat. But regardless, apple cider vinegar has some awesome benefits to it, a lot of good nutrients and vitamins. So it's not, you can't go wrong. It's not really a fad, it's just an alternative, a lower calorie dressing on your salad. So I do that, and then I'd also use some lemon. Then at about, that would be at about 2. And then at 5, I'd have another little snack. For a while I was eating an apple at 5 because I had a huge sweet tooth after dinner, and so this apple was helping curb that sweet tooth. Other times I would have some carrots and hummus. Um, and then for dinner at about 8, I would have white flaky fish, and I would usually roast some of the vegetables that I had bought to put in my salad earlier in the day. So I would roast up some of the carrots, some of the onions. I bought some actually frozen Brussels sprouts, which tasted really good when I roasted them in the oven. They were really, really delicious. And sometimes I would just do grilled chicken, and I'd use some whole grain mustard as like kind of to dip it in. People said they thought this looked gross, but it tasted good. I really like mustard. That was basically for the weight loss program. Now, I do eat salads like the one I described on a regular basis, except I usually will use regular dressing, balsamic vinaigrette. Uh, I'll put a few nuts in once in a while, a little bit of cheese. I really like goat cheese, uh, or I'll use soy cheese. For dinner, a lot of times I'll have a salad as well. I'm not a big pasta person. The only reason I'll eat pasta is if someone else makes it for me. And in regards to brown rice, I can take it or leave it. I usually don't have it. But if I'm going to have a carb, I'll have like a sweet potato, which I love. I love sweet potatoes. I had one last night. Or if I'm making something Mexican, I'll buy these Joseph's tortillas that I absolutely love, and I will cut them up and make my own kind of tortilla chips in like a Mexican type salad, or if it's like something like fajitas. Basically, I try to have my carbs in the morning and then kind of taper off. Small meals every 3 hours. I have a huge sweet tooth, so I always have something in the house to satisfy that sweet tooth that's healthy, like no punch brownies or candy canes during the holiday season. I'm a big fan of moderation, so a lot of times we'll have ice cream in the house, but just have a single serving of it. I'll admit sometimes the sweet tooth at the end of the night can get the best of me, but then the next day in the gym, I'll just make sure to work out extra hard to burn it off. A big thing that I guess I have been trying to do is measuring things out. Dressing, it's really easy to totally overdo it. Cereal, it's another thing that's really easy to overdo. Trail mix, peanut butter, try to get single portions, and if they aren't available or they're more expensive and you don't want to buy them, do it yourself. When you get home, when you have the bag of trail mix, you haven't dug into it yet, check how many servings are in it. Get out that many bags and just kind of, separate it. A lot of my meals on sarahfit.com, I don't like to eat the same thing a lot, so I'm always mixing it up, so it's hard to tell you exactly what I eat. But if I had all the money in the world and had a personal chef, I would definitely have like white fish for dinner at night. I love shrimp cocktail. Oh, love. Hopefully I've given you guys some insight to how I eat. If you have any more questions, feel free to write them below. I get a lot of questions that are really detailed, and I don't always have time to get to them all. I'm not a trainer, and people often ask me for whole programs, and as I said, one of my New Year's resolutions is to get certified, so maybe once I am certified, I'll be able to answer some of those. But if you guys have written to me and I haven't responded, it's a combination of things, so I apologize. This was requested by a viewer, though, so I do obviously make videos from request. Most of my videos are actually requests. At night when I'm having a sweet tooth, I have frozen mango always in the fridge for smoothies. I'll just kind of melt it, or rather I'll put it in the fridge and then just microwave it. I don't really care how it tastes. I just love mango. And that's about it. Actually, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a mango smoothie now. Sounds delicious.